Moving on, more than 15,000 Americans suffer a spinal cord injury every year, but one treatment is offering new hope for patients and their families. Here is John with more.
There's nothing we could have done to change that night.
On April 9th, 2013, James Mason was an accident waiting to happen. He had been drinking, and his stepfather, Bob Gambuti, tried to stop him from driving.
He grabbed onto me, I grabbed onto him. He pulled my leg out, and we fell back, and his neck broke.
I remember just hitting the ground. I remember the whole way with the stretcher.
The most devastating part of the whole process was the first day that they lifted him out of a bed and nothing moved, just his head. That really hit hard. At that point, I really wanted to go jump off a bridge.
Mason was left a quadriplegic with just the slightest ability to move his arms. Doctors said he'd never walk again. Gambuti, a retired cop, became his full-time caregiver and found an experimental trial at New York's Mount Sinai Hospital.
We'll take good care of you.
We spoke with Mason just before he underwent delicate neck surgery to try to repair the damaged portion of his spinal cord by injecting stem cells.
And what's going on in your head? What are you thinking? What are you hoping for?
I'm just super excited, ready to just get it done and go back to rehab and start proving the doctor wrong even more.
Okay, slow.
The surgery performed by Dr. Arthur Jenkins took 4 hours. Researchers have followed James and 5 other patients, all with severe spinal cord injuries.
Squeeze as hard as you can.
We met up 3 months after the surgery.
Notice any change?
Yeah, my wrist has gotten a lot stronger. I'm able to grasp around a lot of other things.
And after another 3 months,
I think it's almost doubled with how much I've gotten better, and the sensation back into my feet. I can feel pressure onto them throughout my legs, and they've noticed that I have a little bit of movement into my hips now.
the company sponsoring the trial reported 4 of the 6 patients experienced improvement in both muscle strength and function.
Try pulling the thumb towards me.
Dr. Jenkins, who is not affiliated with the company, has continued to monitor Mason.
My 2 cents is it worked, that this actually changed his neurologic recovery and function, that his actual functional improvement is from the stem cells that were injected.
Mason does not blame his stepfather for the accident. In fact, he's grateful.
If I'd gotten in my car, I could have killed someone else, someone's mother, someone's father, someone's child. And if I would have survived through that, I wouldn't be able to live with myself with that.
It's tough, and people say, oh, I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. I still have him here.
Wow. I just spoke to Mason's dad, who feels that he's still getting stronger. Mason's still getting stronger in terms of his upper extremities, not moving his legs, but having a little more sensation there. And Mason absolutely believes that the stem cells have helped him in his recovery. Of course, it's impossible to know exactly what happened there. Were the stem cells responsible for rebuilding his neural connections? And so we're going to need to have a lot more study here before we can say widespread. But it is an encouraging first step.
Really encouraging to see.